Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel Cryptotura. I've been planning to do this for a very long time, but better late than never. So, in today's video, we are going to walk through Dash Backward PR, which I've been doing for a very long time, and uh, and we'll talk about each pull request, go through in detail, and what changes these brings and why these are important. So let's dive into the code. We'll go through this first PR, which is 7378. Okay, this pull request contains 9 commits. Basically, it has this fuzzing related fuzzing stability changes, some of the bug fixes, and the bug fix for this one, and refactoring, validation correctness, dependency updates, and compiler compatibility fixes. So, so let's go into each one of them one by one. I'll start from the bottom, this top to bottom, or bottom to top. So these two changes are about these are two are fuzzer changes fixes. UTXO total supply timeout, total supply this change. So basically, this was a fuzzer changes which was added in fuzzer. There was one critical vulnerability, very old one, 7860, which was discovered, and after that was fixed, these further changes were added. And but this had a high block count, and which was kind of causing a timeout in this first test. So it was limited. I mean, this change, what it does is basically limits the block count from 100,000 to 2,000, and it is hoping that. So this 2000 first block count can also work. We don't need 100,000 one. So this changes that about that change. And in the another subsequent change, this was later brought down to 300. I'm not sure we had to do it in one single shot, but these two commits were related. So from 2000 to it has been brought to 300. So 300, and this was the change was so this basically, so after doing the previous change was still taking large time. So we are reducing further a block count to catch the regression. So these change improves the reliability of the first test for UTXO total supply. The goal for is not to change the consensus behavior, but to ensure that the automated first testing completes and within reasonable time instead of timing out. And because stable first tests are important because they allow continuous testing without generating false failure. The next one is refactoring. This is about the pointer initialization. So this is basically a pointer initialization fix 30026 30026. Always initialize the pointer. So earlier it was not initializing. Then after we have added an assert and written in LPTR. So basically this is a defensive programming improvement, nothing there. Instead of leaving pointers potentially uninitialized, they are explicitly initialized. Although behavior impact is usually minimal, but these kind of changes eliminate undefined behavior and make debugging easier. So that is there. After that, 28903, basically it is this is a this updates the bundle the libs 256K library to a newer upstream version, and this is because it is responsible for curve cryptography, this electrical curve cryptography used throughout the Bitcoin and Dash, staying synchronized with the upstream provides bug fixes, optimization, and future compatibility improvement. So there is this. Oh, I clicked on the wrong. This change. This is basically updating this library to the latest version, as it says. So image files. Basically version update SAN 6 to SAN 8. So basically we are updating this library to its latest version. We don't want to go to each file change. And after that 27905, here it is a validation change. Add missing entry to M30 block index. Add missing insert to M30 block index. So this is a correctness fix inside validation subsystem. A missing insertion into M30 block index could result into certain block index updates not being tracked correctly. So this change was to address that. Next is 30633, fixes for GCC 15 compatibility. This prepares a code base for newer compiler versions. A modern compiler introduce stricter diagnostics and language checks, and keeping compatibility with GCC 15 helps ensure the project continues to build successfully as toolchain evolves. So what we are doing is std integral type, std integral. So we are changing to std and some newer libraries. Next change is we are deprecating lib consensus library. This is a standalone lib consensus library, so we are just deprecating it. Let's quickly look into that. So basically, it was an unused library, so we are just marking it as unremoved, deprecating it. Next is a bug fix 29657. This is a small but important defensive fix. The command line client now validates the length of peer transport protocol string before processing it. So earlier it was using a defective logic to basically check with. It was checking with starts with equals to V and then transport protocol type 1, but there is no check for length, how long it can go. So if there is a V10, it would show as 1, but now we are basically checking the size of the protocol length and then the start letter V. So it always have to be a 2 character long. So this was a defect which was backported back into Dash from Bitcoin. And next is 28831. This is basically a stability fix to feature in it. It is a flaky test actually failing and passing sometimes. The flaky tests are one of the biggest sources of frustration in continuous integration. So basically from random number to a fixed number. Also, as I was saying, flaky tests are one of the biggest sources of frustration in continuous integration. This patch improves the reliability of feature and functional tests by removing the intermittent failure that can randomly break the CI despite the code being correct. Reliable tests give developers great confidence and when submitting future changes. So This change was for that. Overall, this backport is focused on improving code quality rather than introducing new features. Uh, so major theme has been this change basically contains a first test and better test stability, safer initialization of this, where is it? Yeah, this refactor for point initialization, validation correctness, and cryptographic library we have updated here, and feature compiler compatibility and improved defensive programming. So these changes are to help keep Dash aligned with upstream Bitcoin core while reducing maintenance effort over time. So if you enjoy following Bitcoin core backports and want to understand how these changes are integrated into Dash, consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be posting more such videos. Thank you very much. Bye bye. I hope to see you in next video.